Yeah. Hey, I like
it.
that. Yeah, that was the perfect time. Yeah.
That was it, baby.
I'm gonna go to Colorado and be like, what up, dog?
Right.
I gotta do it, dog. I gotta do it.
I like that.
Welcome to another episode of Mentally Ill with Dez Cortez, and always to my left, my motherfucking homie T Hayes. What's good, my baby?
What's good, man? Good to be back, man. Another
Homie since day one. Right. Wait, we didn't have one last week?
No, yeah.
We did, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, it's just good to be here, right? Feel it. Yeah, after the week.
Right.
Sitting back in these seats.
I just seen him yesterday. That's what it is.
No, right. That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, we pump faking for the show.
Hey, man. Ghost in the darkness. We ain't even started yet.
Right. He right already on.
We ain't even started yet. They were like, who is that voice?
They don't even need a mic.
But it's people who know him who still be asking me, like, who is that voice?
Right.
They're like, I don't know. It's motherfucking Miles.
Right.
Whatever. Hey, man, how was your weekend, though, bro?
It's pretty good, man.
How was your week?
Too short, man. This week was short. I ain't gonna lie. Work was crazy. The stuff I got going on outside of work was crazy. Today was kind of crazy week, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Talk about us having to almost push my whip.
That was funny as hell, dog. Low-key, you was straight the whole time, though.
I was, though. I could have made just one and made it.
You could, but it's all good.
My whole transmission and failed.
I can still drive it. Right.
Yeah. Remember what I'm talking about? I can still driving.
Right.
Driving like 1 and 2.
Right.
But man, we need to we definitely need to get it going though, because we got a dope show ahead, and we want to make sure that we're able to get everybody up in here. So we need to talk about our guest. He's an author, a coach, a motivational speaker. Al Hamilton.
What up, dog?
That's how you should say it. Al Hamilton.
Okay. I see.
Hey, my dog, what's happening, my bro?
What's going on, fellas?
How was your week, man? While we talking?
Oh man, another day, another opportunity. You know what I mean?
I get that.
Dope. Hooping coming up though, right?
Season getting ready to come up. So preparing for that. Every day is a grind. So just how that go. Putting that work in.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Congratulations too on that. You know what I mean? You coaching at a university. Like, how does that feel, bro? Like, that's big time.
It's different now being on the women's side of the game.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to be on the men's side with Fair State a couple years ago. So to get back in the college game is always good.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be able to do it on the women's side is just another avenue, another opportunity to learn the game just from a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Dope, man. That's dope.
Right.
So shoot, man, let's just get right into the book. 19 pages about you.
Yeah.
19 pages about you, and we gonna show the cover so you guys can make. And we also gonna tell you before the end of the show where you can go get this book, because you definitely want to see it. But so now 19 pages about you. So just bring us into this. What really motivated you to write this book, Al?
My daughter first and foremost.
Okay.
Kim's 2 months old. On the 12th, she turned 2 months. I was inspired probably because there's a movie called A Journal for Jordan, starring Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that. I thought it was pretty good in the moments when I was watching it. And probably the most unique thing about it was the fact that he just left something. He wanted to leave something. His wife at the time in the movie just kind of gave him a journal, I think, for Christmas or something like that. And he was like, "Well, what do I write?"
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, write something for your son. You know what I mean?
Right.
So me having the unfortunate demise of my father from cancer when I was 1 year old or a year old, I thought that it would be something significant, to leave my child in the event that something ever happened to me,
Right.
Kind of took that idea and said, let's turn it into a book.
Just for a quick second, man, let's talk about that. Growing up with a father that you never knew. Mm-hmm. So you don't get the inkling like your father just flat out left you. You know what I mean? You don't get the chance to say like, okay, I spent a lot of time with him and then he passed. Mm-hmm. It's like a really different situation where he was there, he passed, but you never knew him. You know what I mean? How was that growing up?
It's funny, man, because, some people grow up with some people growing up like, man, my old dude just left.
Right.
Some people grow up with not knowing, like my old dude slid down the street.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I see him all the time, don't know him, or
I see a lot of that.
don't kick it with him, and he just never come by. For me, I mean, stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not even a memory. Can't pull up on him. He ain't coming. Don't look for him at the games. Don't look for him to, see other people having birthday parties or just kicking it, getting gang. Like I didn't even look for it because it wasn't there.
Sometime in families, man, and to me it seems like it's either one way or the other. Like the family members will either give the kid good memories or about their father or whatever, or they'll talk about their father like, man, your father was this, your father was that. What did you get a lot of?
Man, my daddy was a G, man.
Good.
You don't hear about a lot of men putting themselves on child support.
Mm-hmm.
My father went to the child support office and put himself on child support. My father worked 35, 37 years at Chrysler. Didn't have the best of a relationship with my grandmother. He was raised by his grandparents, but he was kind of like an outlaw. He was an outlier. He did things his way. Wasn't scared of too much from what I hear. The oldest of 5 boys. So he just kind of lived life the way that he lived it, the way that he saw too that it was supposed to be. And it's kind of funny because I had the same kind of resolve about myself, the same kind of determination about myself, trying to be a man's man at all costs. You know what I'm saying? And just you try to live in a respectful manner, in a respectful way, upright citizen. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just don't take no shit from nobody.
Right. Can we get an applause for that? That deserves an applause back there.
For my daddy.
I agree with all of that.
A G, Nick.
Right.
No, that's cool. Tony, you said you had something about the book too, man. What was you asking about it?
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was just shooting. I enjoyed every minute of it. First off, I thought the thing I seen was 30-something pages.
Right, that's what I said. 19 pages. I read more than 19 pages.
I was like, all right, but no, I get it. A couple of them was to finish.
Yeah.
But either way, you know what I'm saying? I know. Either way, though, my one of the questions I wanted to ask was, just to be safe, because it sounds like that's your first kid.
My first.
Okay, bet. So congratulations to that. I didn't know it was this. I thought you wrote it a while ago, so I didn't know it was this reason. So I was impressed with that too.
Like a first kid.
Yeah, for sure. Because it made me think of me. You know what I'm saying?
This definitely sound like a first kid.
Yeah, bro. My son, man, listen. Well, I only got one, but my son, bro. When I found out about him, bro, I was nervous, scared, went through all of that, but for the most part, man, it was like, I don't know, maybe 4 months, halfway into the pregnancy.
Nigga, you can drink on the screen.
I knew it was. Nah, man, listen.
He ain't got no.
Hey, hold on. Did y'all just interrupt my shit? Y'all just interrupted my whole shit.
He got moments in this shit.
Excuse me, y'all.
What was you saying again?
I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying.
Somebody got ADHD with me.
Man, listen, we gonna be hired in a minute. We gonna be hired. Forgot what the fuck I was saying, dog. Damn. I don't remember. Long story short, I know I was excited about my son. Yeah, I was just killed my excitement. It's okay.
You said Bill Cosby had some pills.
Nah, man, we ain't even.
We ain't seen nothing about Bill Cosby. I don't know.
I was excited though. I ain't gonna lie, but to take it to this level though, I was impressed with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, that's dope. At the same time, I don't have a daughter, so I understand where that different. It made me think about how that would play a difference in the way I raised my son. You know what I'm saying? It could be a whole different ball game, bro.
I was just so depressed and so fucked up when my daughter was being born. I didn't even think about writing shit.
I mean, but it was so.
I did.
I ain't gonna say it was unexpected, but it was.
But at the same, but see, that's the difference between 36-year-old and a 20-year-old.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Because I was definitely 29
football player having a son. Like, oh shit.
Exactly.
Because I remember coming in the locker room like, these motherfuckers got kids and shit. Like, whoa, am I about to grow this much? Because when you coming from high school, you ain't expecting your teammates to have wives and kids.
Right.
And then here I go with my daughter in the locker room.
Right.
It was so fresh, probably coming in like,
this nigga got kids, grown up.
So, that's just to show the two separate mindsets and just show how important shit is.
You
know what I mean? Like how important it is for a person to be in the right mindset when they're bringing a life into this world and how it affects that life.
Right.
So, Yeah, I'm just talking about the difference because, like I said, I wasn't thinking about writing shit.
Right.
Even though I thought about my daughter all the time, I was super excited. But I wasn't on that page.
Yeah. Right.
And,
Which I like about that, and I didn't mean to interrupt, but one thing I was gonna say was what's so dope about it is typically you see stuff like this for people who know, or maybe going through like a ailment or something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for you to do it just off GP is even doper. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to write continuing. You know what I mean? You can write sequels to it. You know what I'm saying?
And it was like so many that was before she even got here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I was almost like, when she coming, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because it build up. It'd be like you on your way, like you know what I mean. So
yeah, that was sweet.
I can only imagine what it's gonna be like for her when she gets the opportunity to really read it and understand it, and maybe even your grandkids and those type of things. But what do you want the rest of the world to take away from the book?
You know, as you guys are talking, it's just kind of I want people to kind of think about it a little differently, right? So when she was playing, she wasn't a mistake, she wasn't a oops. Like we talked about that thing, and I waited a long time before I decided like I was ready. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so when I decided that I was ready, you know what I mean, to turn that corner, like I found the right person to share my seed with.
Ain't that some shit?
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even planning your kids.
Yeah, bro.
Like people really do that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like
not many though.
Right? Like you really had an opportunity to plan your kids.
Yeah.
I just don't know too many people that really, you know what I mean? I damn sure wasn't my plan. None of my brothers was. You know what I mean? My sister was. No, like I can't really think of nobody like black. I know white people do shit all the time, but nobody black who was like, yeah, we're going to probably try to have a baby in 6 months or something like that. That shit just blows my mind. So
yeah, I was, at the time I was in and out of the state. So my daughter is in another state. She's not here in Michigan.
Right. Okay.
And at the time I was coaching in Virginia. So I was home for like a Thanksgiving break.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
When we
made the decision.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had talked about it long, but when we cracked off,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Time to get that turkey.
So y'all
Thanksgiving, baby. Gobble it.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'll be home for Thanksgiving. I'll be home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
No, but that's dope. That's super dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No, mine was the summer, when you visited home for the summer. Baby.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, right before I went back to school. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Huh?
Anyway.
What you talking about, guy? You better ask somebody.
What up, Mauro? What up? Got my couple of
mine was balcony view. I had a dog ass balcony view out here. Straight up.
Yeah.
All right, man. It was one thing too that I read in the book that I just wanted you to explain, because I kind of think I know what you were saying, but I want you. You said that she's a king's kid.
Yeah, for sure.
King's kid.
Yes, sir.
What did you mean by that?
So in that letter that I was writing to her, I wanted her to know that she was special, that she wasn't different. I mean, that she was different. She wasn't like everybody else. So yeah, your father is important, you know what I mean? But I was writing that as a double entendre. Like, if you should ever need to come talk to your father, me, that's cool. But go to your father in heaven too, right? Whenever you are in prayer, right? Don't just come to me and think that I can solve everything or that I might have an answer, because I'm not. But I want you to know that you're a king's kid, and then no matter what the world try to place on you, the narrative, where you come from, what people might say about you, you know what I'm saying? I want you to know that you're special. I want you to know that you're different. And anything in this world that you want, anything in this world that you try to achieve, it's possible. You know what I mean? Because God, your father, said it's possible. Not just your earthly father, your biological father. So I wanted her to know that she was special.
Right. That's dope, man. You also said one time when I read it, said you wanted to give your daughter everything that you wanted.
Yeah.
Those choice of words to me meant a lot.
Yeah.
So you wanted to give your daughter everything that you wanted.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Shit. I mean, I wanted to be able to look up in the stands and see my father up there.
Right.
I wanted to look up in the stands and see my mother up there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My father, unfortunately, like I said, he passed when I was a year old. My mother worked midnights, you know, and that's hard trying to take care of 2 children on your own. My grandmother had to step in, so sometimes, a lot of times, my mother wasn't there.
Right.
And the one thing for sure that I always wanted from my father was to be able to know exactly what he was thinking. So I never want Cam to guess, to wonder. I want her to know exactly what the hell I'm thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to go to a third source, you know what I'm saying, to figure it out. She's got me. You know what I mean? So, you know, we all know that tomorrow ain't promised. You know, I can walk out of here, anything can happen, but she'll know exactly what I was thinking in that moment.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. Also, so you was talking about the when she was being born by C-section.
Yeah.
And you said that was when your anxiety was the worst that you've ever had in life. Take me to that day. Or that morning, I should say, because it was early in the morning, right?
So, you know, we were in labor for about 34, 36 hours.
Damn.
She didn't come. We induced her labor. So mother of my child has an older child who was getting ready to go to college, and so we wanted to induce because he was going to school on the 20th of August and Cam was due on the 19th.
Damn.
And so she didn't want that to interfere with his move-in date.
Right.
So Cam was induced a week earlier.
That's a planning woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna have this baby.
No, we ain't gonna do it when
on
he
the
want
19th,
to. We gonna drop him
and
on
I'm
the
gonna
19th.
take my other baby to
I
college
got something to do on the 20th.
on the 20th.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
Man,
So she was like, nah, we're going to have it a week early.
Right. So she can be done and
So
ready.
she can be like,
have a little time.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't missing no.
For sure.
We tried to have it natural.
Right.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the situation because she wasn't dilated far enough. And so, you know, Cam was chilling, man. That's what it
Right.
was.
Did
Cam
you, well, you couldn't watch, can you?
Yeah, I was in there
Oh,
the
you was
whole
in
time.
there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was in there for all my kids.
Yeah, I was about to say I was in there for that.
It's a great experience, man, to watch
is.
that. It's a little wild, you know what I mean, like to see what all happens, you know what I mean? But at the same time,
Right.
it's just amazing to see that baby come out of there and start crying and to know what goes on while it's in there.
Hey, did y'all feel stupid, though? Like you was in the way?
I did.
I felt like I was in the way like a motherfucker.
I did.
A little different situation than mine.
Yeah, this nigga
Well,
playing.
yeah,
you,
you
had your scrubs with you.
I was there giving her crush
No, I'm
ice
just
and
messing
shit.
with you.
Like, yeah,
No, yeah, I felt like I was in the way though, but I ain't gonna lie, cause y'all know I was at Baltimore. But long story short, when the shit transformed, like the whole room transformed, dog. I was like,
It's funny.
that shit fast too, bro. That shit fast.
Yeah, that
like,
shit was
and
great.
then it's just coming. It's like
yeah, ain't nothing you can do from that point.
it's an experience.
Right.
It's an experience.
So how did you plan? I need to know how you planned for that, because this is something that people need to know. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Man, you know what? I had a trooper and a partner. So, you know, the good thing about her is she kind of led me through it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
She led you through the pregnancy. Let's get.
I play. She's so cold. I play Robin, man. You know?
I can already tell she's so cold.
That's funny as hell. That's dope, though.
She was Batman. I played Robin. I was just
Right.
there to support it.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's what it is for real.
It's frustrating because you don't have any control over any
Right.
of the situation, right?
Right.
So it's you just kind of at the
That's the
mercy.
most frustrating
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're kind of at the mercy,
Yeah.
and then you know you just want everything to go as smooth as it possibly can in that moment. So that's kind of why my anxiety kicked up.
Did they let you cut the cord?
So that's a touchy
Did you
subject.
cut the cord?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
'Cause I was mad when I found out
it's
about
cool.
what cutting the cord is.
So because we went through C-section,
That's what I was. That's
it
what I
wasn't-
meant. Why you?
Oh,
Yeah,
right. It wasn't like
Okay.
that.
Right.
So actually, we had some small complications.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But through the grace of God,
She good, though.
yeah, we
Man.
got through it.
That's,
dope.
that's great, bro. That's
Yeah,
great,
man. Yeah, bro. So either way, man, I know.
That's some freaky shit anyway, though. You be thinking like, I want to do that, but
What?
when you cutting the cord, almost feel like you cutting a finger. You know what I mean?
Bro, I felt like it was all bad. I felt bad.
It wasn't. I didn't feel good. I think I'm gonna feel good about it. Like, cut my.
That shit ain't right. That I ain't doing it again.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that's your baby, and it feel like it hurt because it feel like you cutting off a finger.
That shit hurt. That shit probably did hurt, man.
That shit think that's what I was saying.
I mean, right, but I'm just saying.
Either way, everybody be thinking like, I want to do that.
When I did it, I wouldn't. It didn't give me a good feel.
Yeah, it wasn't the feeling that I thought it was gonna give me. That's just saying. And I had to do my other kids too. Then I was just like, man.
I was like, no, man, we back that shit up.
What I pay y'all for?
We taking that to the crib.
That was wild though. But we were so when your anxiety kicked up, what were you doing? Were you doing anything different?
Nah, man. So as they're telling us what we're getting ready to do, you know, she's already like, you need to change into this, you know, so we're getting ready to go down here. And so I'm sitting outside of the room, and I call my cousin. So my daughter is named after my favorite cousin, Avia.
Okay.
So I call her immediately, and we go into prayer.
Yeah, that's what you said you prayed.
Right.
Because for me, like, I need to tap into a different source. You know, even if I feel like I can do it, I need some support in that moment. So I reached out, you know what I mean, to the one person that I knew had my back, you know what I mean? And I was informing her at the same time, because this is a great honor for her, you know what I mean? When I told her I was going to name my daughter after her, you know.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. That's super. Yeah, ain't too many greater honors, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, just in that moment, then, we go into prayer, and then right after prayer, I hang up the phone. I finished typing a little bit that I had, and then I just prepared myself for whatever was coming next, and then they came and got me. And so now I'm just, I'm trying to hold on for the ride, you know what I mean?
Right.
Try to be there to support her as best as
That's what I'm
possible.
saying too. Yeah, you gotta be there to support her too. Yeah. They said that my daddy passed out.
Straight up.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
That nigga was higher than a motherfucker though. That's what that was. That was that heroin, nigga. That ain't had shit to do with me.
That's hilarious. Look, I ain't hear no stories.
Nigga didn't faint. He was not. Man, I got a son. No,
Hey man, I'm trying not to laugh, man.
Me too.
You making it funny, man.
That shit great.
That was just jokes because my daddy really my daddy he would have fainted because he like there's one thing about my daddy. It's one thing that he loved more than his drugs was his kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I just be joking about different shit like that, but at the same time he was there.
Yeah.
Right.
He was there, and he was there for Doug, and he was there for Daniel.
Right.
That's what I mean. So that's all that really matters.
That's for sure.
It's just funny that they said that and shit. Now that's all I can think about.
That's funny as hell, bro.
Right.
That shit crazy. It's fucking crazy, dog. Glad this your show.
My daddy, bro. My daddy used to nod off so fast during conversations. Nigga. Dog, that shit used to be so fast. Be like a blink of an eye. They be
You know what? I ain't never catch him on none of that, though. That's the funny thing. Every time I seen him, man, he was always on up and up. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I just heard shit. Right.
I ain't even, bro.
I would just hear all the shit on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
Because after you talk, like, you first of all, you don't really want to wake him out of that high. You know what I mean? Like, he's in heaven right now, nigga.
Right.
Let him stay in heaven. Because when you start daddy, then all that other shit.
You gonna see
You don't know what, right? You don't know what that can happen. You know?
Say that ain't the daddy you looking for.
Especially with like what he had to do to probably get him. You know how much he had to work to get him, and man, he probably shit. No,
Yeah, man.
I remember one time I did hide his needles and shit. I remember that. Oh, that motherfucker was mad as hell. No, he wanted to. He didn't know it was me though.
I'm about to say, what kind of experience was that?
I got my ass whooped for hiding
I was
cigarettes, so
scared
I know
as
you got your ass.
After I hit it, I was scared as hell. Like,
Right.
oh shit! But I'm trying to like, you ain't gonna do no drugs
Right,
today.
right.
That nigga was mad in the motherfucker.
for sure.
He almost to the house. My mom was
worst day you had.
like, that ain't the right way.
Right.
I went and got it, gave it to him. He walked out the house. I never get this shit.
That was for sure.
He go. I'm gone.
I'm out. Good looking.
I'm going to heaven.
Right.
Remember, I tried to hide Mom Duke cigarettes, and she
Nigga
wasn't
said
cool.
I'm going to
She
heaven.
wasn't cool with that.
Yeah, cigarette man. What? I see my old dude cigarettes, man. I got
nicotine
my
is
ass
a
tore
bad
off.
motherfucker. Nicotine and caffeine, man.
I'm with it.
You ever see about somebody who like drink coffee all the time and tell them motherfuckers ain't no coffee?
Yeah.
Watch her tear everything up in this motherfucker.
It's gonna be there immediate. It's gonna be bad.
Oh my god, I can't believe you coming
gonna be
here
a bad
without,
day.
without your coffee. Who made Hey, the coffee. Like that's
funny because people used to be like that.
Yeah.
It's caffeine. It's an with all that shit. Dopamine, all that shit.
I feel you though.
That's what it means. It's an
That makes sense.
All
That's
the
great.
That's funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's all the
You
all
put
that
a
shit that end in that
G
shit.
on it. They ain't got it. No.
All that shit that end in that all that shit is super addictive.
Right. That's for sure. That's funny.
Caffeine, nicotine, all that shit.
All that.
Say they sounded like for a reason, huh?
Absolutely,
Right.
but that's why you don't. The different parts of the name mean something,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So the mean you gonna be fucked up, and we still.
Ain't mean you a fiend.
I'm gonna change my name.
Exactly. That's why it's called a fiend.
Milesine.
Milesine. That's my new name.
Milesine.
So these bitches know I'm toxic. Milesine.
I was about to say that shit sounds toxic.
That sound like a nigga walking on 6 Mile and Wilbur.
I was about to say.
I want Milesine. Let me get to it all.
Okay, with y'all, man. Y'all funny.
I want Milesine. Anyway, see that's the motherfucking ADD. Stop, man, making my ADD. You be doing that shit on purpose, dog. I'm trying to get through this shit, man. Making my ADD boil up.
It's okay, man.
Anyway, so
All good,
so,
man. All good.
So speaking of the ADD, we talked about the anxiety that happened there. So I asked everybody, diagnosed with anxiety?
Not with anxiety.
Not with anxiety? Okay. Which ones? If you don't mind me asking.
No, so when I was younger, they diagnosed me with ADD, ADHD, and probably some dyslexia at the same time.
Welcome to the club, my nigga.
It's all good.
Yeah. You're a
Embrace it.
superhero, my nigga.
Embrace it.
You're a superhero.
Embrace
I'm
it.
telling you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Y'all ain't about to make me feel bad for having.
Nigga, you got some shit, nigga. You got some shit.
I ain't been
You got
diagnosed.
some
though.
shit, nigga. You gonna come back from the hospital now like, yeah.
I can spell backwards.
Right. Exactly. You know.
I got OCD.
I got OCD. That's funny as hell. Yeah,
No, man, we gonna change all that shit, bro. For real. You know what I mean? Like, serious. Like, we really want to change
The whole
the thing.
stigma.
Because some people hear
Right.
that shit and fall the fuck out. And just, like, I seen people who, used to go, like, when you first diagnosed you, they got, like, a little place that you come with everybody else who they diagnosed. And it's kind of like a thing. Like, you don't have it alone type of deal.
Right.
And motherfuckers was falling apart, dog. Like, what that doctor told them was, like, the end of their life. And even though I wasn't happy with it, I was just kind of, like, good.
Right.
I knew something was fucked up.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, I knew something was fucked up. I just didn't know what.
That's crazy.
And that kind of, but I don't know. I don't think it made me feel. It kind of did though. You know what I
But
mean?
you know what, man? That's how you know it work. Like I heard of a story of somebody that was close to me to a certain degree. Went to the doctor, got some bad news, and them niggas ain't make it out the building.
Really?
You feel me?
But that can do that to that anxiety.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit was like what?
Flat
Like,
out
yeah. Doctor told him
anxiety.
some shit, and I think he went to the bathroom with some shit and never came out.
Died
That's
of
tough, man.
anxiety.
And it was like whatever they told him wasn't supposed to happen until way down the line. He just
tough.
disappeared.
Did he off himself?
No, hell no.
No, he just died of
dropped it right.
anxiety.
Yeah.
That
the
shit-
news was that bad
No,
to
bro, that
hear it
shit
or
built
accept
up
it or whatever.
in
He
your-
just
like,
fucking
it fucked up everything in your body, from
Shit
the
was
back
wild.
of your head to your like all that shit. Your thinking, all that
Right.
shit. Your breathing,
Saying
all that
anxiety.
shit. Yeah, man, that shit.
Yeah.
Man, motherfuckers be having anxiety attacks, be shaking in the corner and
Right.
shit. That shit ain't no.
But my
play.
thing is-
and
but
you
you-
just lose control of yourself.
And that's
you
what
can
I was about to say.
And it look like you sitting there watching yourself, like
Before it
damn.
happened.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even be doing that type. But hey, it's just that shit real, dog.
It's real.
That shit real, man. And
But you
people
know,
who
man,
don't
some
have
people,
it,
yeah, some
ain't
people
gonna
can do
understand
that.
it. You
Yeah, I was
know
about
what
to say,
I
but some people can go through that and then actually realize that's what they about to, that they about to go through it. You know what I'm saying? I know people that do that
Knowing
too.
is the
you know
only
what I'm
way.
saying? They know,
Knowing is
I'm
the
about
only
to have
way.
a,
Yeah, yeah.
let me chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta sit down. Or people
Right.
people got dogs now
Right.
that smell that shit in them before it happened. Like you need to calm down. Like
Right.
the dog will start rubbing their leg. Like you need to
Right,
calm
right,
down
right,
right, now.
right.
Your anxiety getting
All
too
Right.
those emotional support dogs and things like that.
Yeah, and a lot of people need them because there's just so much shit that we don't know, can't smell, can't
Right.
see that
That's
they can
crazy.
keep coming on.
Think about how
here.
far the world is transformed. People have emotional support dogs.
Absolutely.
Right.
For things that, back in the day, growing up in our time.
You just got your ass whooped
Hey,
for.
man, get over it.
They needed
You know what I'm
them,
saying?
but
Yeah.
people needed them, and that's
Yeah.
why we going through this rough patch right motherfucker now.
Right.
Because we went through that shit like we were slaves almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like straight up hard nose, bottom down, everybody fucked up type
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to do that. We didn't have to
Right.
put that shit on ourselves like that anymore. We didn't know no better though.
Do you
Right.
think nowadays, because you hear so much about emotional sickness and illness, right? Do you think that they stress it a little more too much now?
I think that when anything is first happening or like first coming to light, it's gonna be stretched People gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
So you got to understand that eventually it'll get to where it needs to be. You know what I mean? But as of right now, of course, everybody like, I want to be better. You know what I mean? Like they hear about a person taking Adderall. Now they're like, shit, I want to stay up and take this test. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it becomes something that's totally different. But when you do take Adderall, like you don't even remember to take that shit. It ain't like you need that shit or want that shit.
Right.
At the end of the month, I'm looking at my thing like, God, how did I miss this many pills?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing like that. Like it's nothing like people think like you gonna get addicted to that shit. No, it ain't like that. You know
I
what
remember when I was young and they made me take Ritalin.
Okay.
So I had like
I never had
a
to take
5 milligram, 10 milligram, and then I had like something like a slow
probably
drag,
needed
slow
that shit,
release, and it said it helped you focus. Man, that thing used to make me lethargic. Like I used to get tired.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. I was going to say I had a little cousin that would just zone the fuck out.
Yeah, I didn't want to eat. I remember that, and they used to call you in the office, and used to make you like show the principal, whoever the secretary in there, that you swallowed your pills.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And
We ain't no shit about no pills in school. Ain't nobody. I don't
man.
remember nobody having no pills or nothing like that.
yeah, man. So they
No, not like.
Niggas needed.
You was in school when they gave it to you?
Yeah, they had to
Yeah.
they called me down from my classroom to the twice a
Oh,
day.
okay, right.
Twice
You
a
right.
day.
Yeah, I
and
got you.
they had the administrative
That's
pills.
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and so
Yeah, I don't remember nobody eating pills
yeah,
like that.
well, the secretary used to give me
Oh,
mine.
secretary? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Right.
And then they used to check under my tongue, open
Right.
your mouth, see
Make
if
sure
you
you
swallowed
took
it.
it.
We
all
gonna make
that.
sure your ass ain't going wild.
Yeah, make sure
and they
you
give you
crazy
that,
on
they
her-
give you that
on her
slow
clock.
release like middle of the day so it can last you throughout
Yeah,
the rest
for
of your
sure.
school day.
Right.
See, they ain't do none of that shit with
Yeah.
us. They just put us in the learning disability class and shit.
Yeah. I ain't never go to that.
Nigga talk too
But
much.
yeah,
They put
you
you
right.
in LD. They
Quite
try
a few
to
people.
Try to put me in LD because I stuttered. Type of
Straight
shit
up?
is that, nigga? I said, this is a speech impediment,
You wasn't
motherfucker.
in LD, nigga. We was in the same class.
No, they tried to put me in LD. man.
I'm just saying. Oh, okay.
no,
I ain't know that.
You ain't know.
No, they ain't put
I'm
me in
not-
there. They tried.
I ain't know.
I was in a couple sped classes.
Huh?
I was in a couple
too slow.
sped classes.
No, I never went. But I'm just saying the reasons that they were putting people in
Right.
there was fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
nigga just had a lot of motherfuckers. Niggas just happy and they put it up in there.
You know the crazy thing about being diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, man, there's so many things, especially in the black community, that's going on that you never even understand from from our perspective, right? I mean, a kid may not be eating at home, but you want him to sit in
Right.
class 45 minutes, hour and 20 where I went to school, and you
Right.
want him to focus all day.
Be still.
Stomach rumbling, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know a kid can't even wash his behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Feet
sure.
stinking.
Itching,
All that.
you know what I'm
All
saying?
that
Had
shit,
to, you know, wash his clothes by hand, whatever the case may be. You know, people going through so many things, but you never sat him down to talk to him, talk to her, understand what's going on with that individual, but you automatically put a label on them because they frustrated, they going through things, and so
I really believe I would have been a lot different if somebody knew about this, like what was going on with me. You know what I mean? If somebody just said, "Oh no, he a good kid. He just this. He just
Right.
You know what I mean? He just got ADD. He just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything like that. Because when somebody sit me down and women like I was the man at all those other shit.
But just
as
made
far
me
as-
think about something too.
As
I ain't
far
gonna
as
cut you off. Go ahead.
being able to lock in on different shit like that, it wasn't happening. I was always trying to be the nigga laughing, joking,
Right.
having a good time, doing something stupid.
And you know
that
the,
type of shit.
The funny thing is, I remember. I'm trying to remember what teacher it was, bro. That
Man,
listen,
I don't
I remember you.
even-
I
gotta tell
remember
so
being
many
in class.
stories about me.
Listen, no. We was in class though, but you might remember this though. Who was the teacher that gave you the index card but put the hole in it so you can concentrate on the words you was reading?
Mr. Rosh.
Rosh,
Yeah.
shout out to Mr. Rosh.
Yeah.
I remember he did that, and that shit changed your whole shit.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, damn, yeah. He, I remember that. No, you just made me think about that.
That's what. Like it takes all that, and now you're not thinking about this sentence. You thinking about everything, the sentence and everything around the sentence, what's on top of it, what's in bottom of it. You know what I mean? So the shit just when I was reading, and especially with you reading with people there,
Right.
it just wasn't. You know what I mean? That shit wasn't
Right.
clicking.
Shit
But
wasn't
then
coming out right.
he took an index card, like he said. He put a hole in that bitch.
Punched
I
a hole in
cover
that
up everything else that was on the page,
and you read
And he just
I
slid the
was
card.
reading like a
and he was
motherfucker.
reading like a motherfucker.
tearing
I was
that
like,
shit up. I was
yeah.
like, y'all
But
want
I
me to read
remember
some
that,
more of
bro.
that bitch?
That's funny as hell.
I used to have anxiety attacks when motherfuckers used to ask me to read.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, I'm glad you said that. So me understanding, you know, my disability or complex
Superpower.
Did you ever read prior to, like, you know, you get in a class read? Did you ever read the paragraph before, like, just in case I get called on?
No, I
gonna
did
prepare myself.
all the time, and that's the only that's the only way. Like I won't even cold read shit.
Yeah.
If I can't pre-read it,
Yeah.
I ain't reading that shit,
Right.
bro.
Gotcha.
Cause nope, it ain't gonna happen. But once I lock that shit in my brain, I'm gonna come back over that shit like butter.
Yeah.
But if I don't do it before,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna happen.
So like I used to read when we doing a school read, class read, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, teacher pass out whatever the assignment.
You read the whole motherfucking
But
thing.
I'm reading through it because I don't want to stumble over a word.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I do with scripts and shit. When we read the
Right.
scripts, I look ahead at my next scene. I read
Right.
that bitch. All right, I'm good.
I'll
I'm
never
like
forget
surprised.
this. I had a speech class, and
I had speech too.
and the word was photography.
Okay.
And the guy in my class read it photography or something like that.
Right.
And I was just like, I was laughing on the inside,
For sure.
but I knew that I tripped up when I first
said, I
read
ain't
it
gonna
too.
be that guy.
And I was like, man, thank God
But
I
on the
had
real,
the
though,
opportunity to read it.
Right.
That's what it
Exactly.
say though.
I feel you.
Photography.
That's
I
what
feel
it
it.
say.
Right.
I mean, in your mind, you thinking what you taught me, motherfucker, is this and this. So if this is this,
Right.
then it should be this.
Yeah.
And I mean, though, if you ever heard people talk about the English language, that shit is the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
It
this
doesn't
is
really
spellbinding
make
at
no
its
sense,
finest,
bro.
you feel
Like
me?
it's the worst shit ever. It's the
Yeah.
worst language, flat out. All the romance language better, all that shit. So
Yeah.
for us to even try to act like motherfuckers stupid for that type of shit,
Yeah.
Right.
that's crazy anyway.
Right.
And then when when I got to UD, I didn't know how to use what I had. You know what I mean? Whatever. By the time I did, I left out that bitch on fucking honor roll. People just got to understand how to flip that shit
Yeah.
Right.
instead of always be taught that you
One way.
fucking up right now.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
You fucking up right now. You fucking up right now. 24/7. Damn, I'm always fucking up right now.
Right.
But in reality, your brain giving you some shit that's gonna work for you later in the. You know what I mean? All that different type of
Right.
shit.
But you know, the complex in that too is the environment and the culture in which we grow up in. It's not cool to go get help. It's not cool to say that you struggling with something, right?
Right.
Because as you said, you was a jokester, right? So how many times did you cap on somebody that came from your neighborhood that was a disadvantage? But that's the way that we got through our stuff.
And that
right?
shit used to hurt me,
Yeah.
but it felt like you had to do it. Though.
You had to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit you talk for real. That shit. I mean, still to this day,
Shit
I
made
don't
us
like talking
better,
about people, bro. It did,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it made. I feel like it made.
man. I don't
better,
know, bro.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
shit-
had it rough.
No, for real we did. Right. But the shit is like, did we need it
I needed it.
for our whole?
I wear hats, nigga. I got this birthmark on my shit, right?
But nigga, it's a birthmark.
But hear me
There
out.
wasn't shit you could do about it though.
I don't wear hats. I wear hats because I ain't got my waves no more. Just to clear, put that clear. That's why I wear hats.
My shit been gone.
Yeah, me too. But you got to think, bro. We was in
Man,
the
that
hood, bro.
came
I
from
had a
Crohn.
birthmark on my face, bro. I'm the brightest nigga in the world. You know what I'm saying?
And you one of the biggest niggas.
Yellow
for
dudes
sure.
get
Yeah,
capped
that was
on
big.
for sure.
Yeah, but it made me wittier. You feel me? Because anybody can get it today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Listen, if you like I said, if you was light skinned, knew how to read in Highland Park,
Yeah, you was
had to
getting
know how to
jumped on.
fight. Nigga. That
Yeah,
shit was
most
like,
definitely.
They was you
Most
kind of be
definitely.
too good, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We gonna whoop, and that's how it was at that
Right.
bitch. Like man, that shit was horrible.
That shit was, hey,
The more I think about that shit, the more horrible motherfucker that shit was, bro.
man, listen.
And we're not thinking about it because we in there.
That shit made us better, though.
Indeed. But it was fucked up. It was fucked up seeing that shit every day.
It was. Don't get me wrong.
All
But
that
it made
violence in school,
eventually,
shit every motherfucking day.
But you know, unfortunately, we got numb to it because eventually we just accept that's what it was.
Yeah.
So once you understand that, it's like it's raining outside. All right, the weather fucked up, but guess what? We still got to go
Still gotta go
outside.
outside, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still got to get to
We
school.
still had to go
or
to that
whatever.
school, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So same scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Highland Park always had no windows in that joint.
The school, the high school.
well,
yeah.
when that was built.
Right.
The original high school was where the college
Right.
was.
Okay.
On Glendale.
Glendale.
And then they moved the building down there.
I remember I used to come to AAU events in that joint. They had no windows in it.
No,
I was like,
but
what's
it's
going on?
beautiful on the inside. And it's nothing but glass
was.
and windows on the inside.
Really?
So that's the crazy thing about it. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, it's for crazy motherfucker. They won't throw nobody out the window, this or that, this or that. I don't know why they did that shit because
Yeah, don't nobody know.
on the inside of the building, it's nothing but like glass and you know what I mean? Like anybody can get thrown out a window up there, anything.
Right.
So I don't really know why that building was designed like that. And that's probably why they tore it down because that shit like you can't even have that shit no more. Like if you can't have sunlight in your building, like
Yeah.
that's
Right.
like
you can
violation
violate
or
that
some
shit.
shit?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Okay, I believe that.
That shit's important, man. And they
Yeah.
had to, so just think about that.
Yeah.
All them kids up in that bitch with that whole ass
No
old ass
sunlight.
right?
Yeah, air conditioning and shit.
That shit. Imagine what type of effect that had.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
We in jail, motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, that shit was great.
It make you think of I think CeeLo said something like I'm wondering if they built this gate to keep us out or lock us in.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
keep y'all out or lock us in. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
make you think, man.
Yeah, man, that's for sure, bro. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. Just for we got a little bit more time, but let's go back to the book, man, if you don't mind. Which one of the letters was the one that like got you the most emotional?
I always like to leave off with the grand finale, so probably the last one.
The last one.
Yeah, I mean, just the thought about her. You know what I mean? Just she here, man.
That's anxiety when you. So you're right. So you got to look at them too, and that's why I was looking at the ones that came after the anxiety compared to the ones that was before, and even the speed of your writing changes. And I don't know if you ever looked at it like that, but it's crazy. The speed, like everything slows down once you hear it.
Right.
Like even if you look at your words or how many you put in the sentences, like watch that shit, bro. It's crazy. Like your anxiety totally changes how you was writing in the book after she came.
Okay.
So it shows you, like, we think we the same person all the time.
Yeah.
We make the same decisions. It's based off our merit or what we thought happened in the past, anything like that. But in reality, it's kind of like what your brain is on at the time. And people really don't understand that shit. And a lot of times people do shit because that's what they brain on. And we be like, I would have never thought that person would have did that shit. But you never know where they coming from, what their brain is on. So as you writing this, people not thinking he just got over his anxiety. Or think about how you feel when anxiety comes off positive. Then if it comes off the negative aspect of shit. It's almost like a hit the lottery type feeling. Thank God, oh my God, because you understand what could have happened. So once you hit the lottery and you start writing, everything changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that analogy. Yeah, for sure.
Like, and that was so dope to see too, dog. It was just like, yeah, and I'm gonna be like,
right.
It was almost like I don't even want to write no more. I just want to go hug my baby.
That's
like,
for sure. The whole setup, man, was a good look. I ain't gonna lie. I'm suggesting everybody go catch it. That's for sure. For sure.
Grab that for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Appreciate it.
Read it to your daughters, everything. And especially for guys for their first kid or first daughter, it's just something that I always want to give them that worked for me. And not saying you take this with you, you know what I mean? I'm just saying this worked for me. When my daughter was growing up, when she got to a certain age, I stopped all that kissing her, hugging her all the time, sitting her on my lap, all that shit. I wanted her to really understand that a man can love you with never having to touch you.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I see these dudes all the time, like their daughters is their girlfriends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's okay. That's his daughter. That's okay. His daughter. But what you teaching her, she gonna get to this next man and get right up under him. You know what I mean? And have to sit on his lap, have to do this, have to do that, and it's gonna change everything. Or she gonna get with a man, and if he don't sit her on his lap, he don't hold her hand,
right? She
like,
gonna feel some kind of way,
me.
right? Yeah,
He could be more like my daddy,
right?
That's the funny thing, though. We're taught that our mothers are the first women that we fall in love with.
Right.
And for a daughter, her father is the first man that she falls in love with.
Right.
So I want to try to give her a healthy balance of what love looks like. My mother wasn't the most affectionate person with me. Didn't really hug me a lot. Really told me she loved me, and it's kind of catch-22 because had my mother coddled me, I would always expect her to be there.
Right.
And because she didn't, she was stern. I can go out into the world today and I can make it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
Against all odds.
and that's
because
crazy.
she didn't.
Because I don't know if you know, but I worked with animals at the zoo, like all the type of exotic animals. One of them that I worked with was a giraffe, right?
Okay.
Giraffe had a calf, and the mother was kicking the calf, right? Like kicking the calf. And everybody like, oh my God, she's trying to kill the calf. Everybody going like, oh, she's a horrible mother. What she's doing is every time that calf get up, it strengthens his legs.
I was about to say,
She know that calf about to have to be able to run very shortly.
Okay.
So I keep kicking it. I keep knocking it over. I keep making it like everybody else like it's all messed up.
Right.
But in reality, my calf is getting stronger because I know what's coming for him.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of how I think about some shit. Like people who raising their kids, like hard is different than beating, different other shit like that. You know what I mean? But people who raising their kids hard, really doing it to make the kid better.
Yeah, most definitely. Say that again. Look at the camera when you say it too, so just in case my son watch.
They doing it to make the kid better. Like for real. Like, and that's what I tell my son. I'm only doing this because I know that you can be better and I want you to be better.
Exactly.
If I didn't, I wouldn't say shit.
Bingo.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, man.
We don't give a fuck. That's when you need to be worried.
But I understand who you are, where you are, and I also understand where you've been and what you're going through right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can also speak on that. So it ain't about being tough on someone as a part. It's about making sure that person understands it's somebody who's gonna hold you accountable to what the fuck you supposed to be doing.
Bingo.
And we got to go in with that too. Because it's tough, bro.
Yeah, man.
When you see your beautiful daughter, it's tough to tell her that she wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I know motherfuckers who melt and can't tell their daughters no.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, it's just, like you said, a healthy balance.
Yeah.
But also, we got to be stern, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
That's for sure.
At certain times, we going to have to. And I think a woman hearing that from a father, a person who she also knows, like, not going to hit her, not going to do it. It's a different type of situation.
Right.
It's still stern. It's still going to catch you, but it's still not, I'm scared. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, everything different for everybody else.
Yeah, that's for sure. For sure.
It's just a few things that cross my mind from my daughter. And there's going to be a time where I call it the daughter divorce. She's going to divorce you, bro. I'm just going to let you know, man.
My niece doing that right now.
Yeah, it's hard. And that's what I was like, oh, man, I was so hurt. And I know all the men who go through it, but it's like, you know what I mean? She get to that certain point where she don't need you to mean,
Right.
and you not ready for that. You know what I mean? Like, for real, because you feel like she just was a baby.
My niece broke my heart. So I got two nieces. The oldest one, she's like, we have a routine. Like, when I see them, you know, I kiss both of their cheeks, they forehead.
Right.
The oldest one, like, nah, don't kiss me no more. Don't, you know, do that to my sister, but you can't do like, I'm like, you little joker. Okay.
Right.
Time out, man.
Yeah, man.
It's that time, man.
That's for sure.
You just getting older, man. I remember when I knew that it was time for not getting no more whoopings, dog. My mom was beating the shit out of me, and I was just sitting there, just like, man, I know
that's funny as hell.
This is time for whoopings to stop.
Right.
It's over, man.
This is time for whoopings to stop.
That's funny as hell.
Like, I'm okay, mom.
Yeah,
all right.
I think the last one Mama gave me, we both laughed at that shit.
It was
It was funny.
It was too.
She knew it was like I was.
Did you grab the belt? Grab whatever?
I never grabbed shit.
I was always a big ass kid, so I was big as hell. I was her size, and she was trying.
I ain't never run.
Yeah, she realized that she was it was hurting her more than it was hurting me.
It ain't helping, man.
And at that point, we started laughing.
Our mamas was like Poontang with that motherfucking belt, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
Motherfuckers up, bro.
Yeah.
It's cold. My brother averaged at least 2 whoopings a day, dog. That's saying for real. And dog, she did all that ass beating though. You know what I mean? Like, man, my mama was out, bro.
Yeah, look, that's Big Tony, man. Big Tony known for whooping ass. That's what his legacy is. It's ass whooping. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna shout out my old dude right now, because I ain't never heard of him getting his ass whooped. That's for goddamn show. And I can call 50 people that he done whooped their ass.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't never heard of my old dude getting his ass whooped, bro.
We run out of time, and you probably ain't never did it.
He probably ain't.
We run out of time, man. So, well, no, usually niggas who that tough at least got one.
He might. Somebody had to beat your ass to get you that tough.
Yeah,
to get you right.
No, to get you.
So
it ain't that bad. Like, you got to get that ass whooping. No, it ain't to get the anxiety out.
Right.
Got you.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't me that had to give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shut up. You ain't gonna do shit.
How to fuck that nigga up, man?
Yeah, let everybody know how to get the book and where they can find. How to get the book, where they can find you on social media and all that. Real quick.
They can get the book at Amazon. Search 19 pages about you. It'll pop right up. If it doesn't, make sure you search it in the book section on Amazon. You can follow me at Coach Preacher 1 on Instagram, Coach Preacher 1 on X, which is the former Twitter. So,
Oh wow, okay,
yeah. So that's where I'm at, man.
that is
Dope,
up.
man. I appreciate you coming too, bro. For real, man. Thank you.
I
It's a long
appreciate you
time
having
coming,
me.
man.
And you gotta let us know when you write them segments. You know what I'm saying?
man.
I got another one in the hole. It's not about Cam, but I got another one in the hole.
Okay. Can't write the weed.
No, we ain't gonna talk about that one.
Yeah,
We saved
can't
that for
read it
another
and have you on the
We
show,
focused
man.
on 19 pages right now.
Man,
What you
19
gotta tell
pages.
the people, man, before we go, T. Hayes?
Me, man? Oh, man. I got so much to tell y'all. 'Cause they interrupted me early. I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. But no, I don't. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing, though. Make sure that you recharge your batteries. You know what I'm saying? Just like your cell phone. Cut that motherfucker off for a minute. Recharge your batteries. So charge better. And I'm only saying that because I got some good-ass sleep yesterday. I was supposed to be in somewhere early as hell, and I woke up late because I thought when I woke up it was early because it was gloomy and shit. And I'm thinking like, oh, it's like 6 in the morning. I'm taking my time. I was late as hell, but I was able to recharge my battery, and it was well worth it. So,
Dope, man.
yeah.
Always.
Anything this week, recharge your battery.
Recharge your battery.
Yeah,
Man, this was a great show, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you being out always, T. Hayes.
for sure, bro.
And just the last message for all the fathers: make sure you teach your daughters that men can love them without having to touch them. We see y'all next week, y'all.
For sure, man. And shout out to Dez. He look like a